Hello Libra, welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Nathalie. I am doing a timeless reading for you today. And at the time that you're going to see this reading, the energies may or may not resonate with you. If they do, then great. Give me a thumbs up with a pressing on the thumb. And if you like what you hear, please subscribe and you'll hear some more in the future. If you don't, doesn't resonate with you, then pass along and maybe check back again in a couple of months or a month from now, whenever, and see if things resonate with you at that time. All right, so let's just start. My kind of spread is having a top line followed by a bottom line that kind of confirms the top line. So I usually like to have about 5 to 6 cards on the top and bottom lines. So anyways, I'm going to keep shuffling until I get one more card. All right, so I'm waiting for one more card. So here's one more card right there. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords means heartbreak. So either you've been put through heartbreak, you've suffered this already, but it's a sense of, being hurt. All right, so this reading starts off with the feeling of being hurt. Now let's see what the cards that came out. You have the Seven of Wands, the Magician. You have the King of Wands, the Death card, the Fool card, and the King of Cups. So already I can tell you have 3 major arcanas in the middle of the spread. Magician being Gemini. Oh, sorry, not King of Wands. Sorry, over here. Magician being Gemini. Then you have the Death card, which is Scorpio. And then you have Fool, which is Aquarius. And then generally speaking, the kings are associated with the fixed signs. So King of Wands is Leo and King of Cups is Scorpio. The Seven of Wands, if I'm not mistaken, is associated with Leo as well. So you've got 2 Leo cards. 2 Leo cards, Gemini, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Scorpio. 2 Scorpio, 2 Leos. All right. Now, let's talk about the energies. So the energy of being hurt. That's a Libra card, by the way. So anyways, second decan Libra. So second decan Libra, that's kind of like the beginning of October. Yeah, so there's 3 decans, right? There's the end of September into October, and then there's 2 weeks in October. So would say the first to second week of October, people. That's the people associated with that card. Anyways, having said all of that, the energy of pain, having suffered pain, and from this deck, honestly, there's still a fire underneath that heart, so there's still pain there. There's still anguish. The swords are still on the heart. They're not pulled out of the heart. So there's still pain with this reading. All right. So it feels heavy, to be honest with you. It feels heavy already. So the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is you or someone else around you taking a position, having to defend themselves. This is manifesting something, trying to gain to something else. By wishing something, wanting something, you're hoping to change your situation. And what I really like about this deck is that there's a snake right here, and the snake is shedding its skin. So you're asking for transformation. You're very confident, and you're very, capable of taking action on what's needed to be done in order to make this change. Then we have the Death card, which insinuates change so that something else can happen. And luckily you have the Fool card right after that, meaning you're going on that journey. You're actually, after things have dropped, changed, and died, you're ready to move on. It's almost like a tornado hit, and then all of it's like the tower, right? And everything you own has gone. All you have is the shirt on your back and maybe a spare shirt in that little bag that you're carrying on that stick. So you're clearly wanting to make room for new. And then we turn into the King of Cups, which is a very good energy about being very secure emotionally. Although things could be very tumultuous in the background. Okay, so very good energy. I'm going to just pull some more cards just to substantiate all of that. So just give me a second here. So for Libra, let's pick 6 cards to substantiate the 7 of Wands. Okay, and the others. All right, so let's go with 2 more cards. 2 more cards. 2 more cards. This one wanted to come out. I'm going to pull it out. Oh, that's a nice card. Okay, and I got 2 cards for the end. All right, good. All right, so heartbreak, feeling hurt. All right, that's the general energy. You need to defend yourself. Take a position, take a stand, defend yourself. Right underneath that, we have the 10 of Wands, which is the 10 of Wands, which is a card of burdens. I mean, if you look at the imagery in the back, you have this girl that's pregnant. The shadow is a girl that's pregnant. And she's having a great time. She's whistling, right? She's singing. But the real person in the front of this imagery is burdened by having to carry stuff. So clearly, this person needs to let go of some of these burdens in order to be able to enjoy her life. And she's also pregnant, right? She's pregnant. She's bent over, carrying all those buckets of water. So it's clearly a sense of, yeah, you need to take your position in order to release yourself from some of those burdens. And, you know, maybe wishing it or doing this is not enough. You need to manifest it. But we have the 5 of Wands right after that, underneath that, to support that. You want this change in your life, but there's conflict. There's lack of guidance or lack of leadership around you. So this thing is not going to happen right away. You want it to happen, but it's not going to happen right away. You need to actually take action and forcefully have to take action, passionately have to take action. And you need to actually do something about this. And this, to me, is not necessarily having to do with a personal relationship. It has to do with work or your general life condition, okay? I don't call my videos as love or career or anything. It's just a general life experience. So you do need to take action, passionate action, what you believe in, and really convey your message as to what it is that you want to release some of those burdens so that you can now have a better life. You are victorious in what you're doing. This is the 6 of Wands. You're very victorious as to what attempts and what efforts you've put in. And the outcome of that is exactly that, the Death card. There's change happening. And this change is asking you to have, again, stand up for your rights. Same card as this, 7 of Wands. Standing up for your beliefs, standing up for your rights. In face of, you know, sometimes the impossible. You still have to do it. So change is again asking you to step up to the plate and again reiterate what it is that you want, what you need in order for yourself to become that person that's not hurting anymore, right? So you can be complete and whole. Well, the outcome is that it happens, okay? Something happens that makes you leap into a better place. I don't know what happened. There's no clue here what happened, but something had to be cut off. Someone died, not literally died, but I mean, someone was cut off. Some part of the work was cut off. Some responsibilities were cut off. You still had to defend yourself to cut them off. But eventually, everything was cut off. What was totally unnecessary was cut off in order to give you this opportunity to step up and move on to a better place. And the better place is exactly that, the Ten of Cups. This is my Ten of Cups card in this deck. The happy family. Everyone's joyful. There's no more animosity. All the feelings from the heart are beauty and compassion and loving. It's a beautiful card. And hence, the turmoil that could have been there could still be there. It's almost like there's two people. I don't see two people. It's mostly a single individual per card on almost all of these cards, except for the bottom row, but top row is all about one person. So I'm going to assume that you go from the Ten of Cups to the King of Cups, okay? You become ultimately the master and actor of perfect balance, emotional balance, regardless of the situation out there. I mean, it's not always sunny, right? Like the Ten of Cups is great, everyone's happy, but it's not always sunny. There has to be some ups and downs in the situation. So, but when you look at the King of Cups, however, things could be very tumultuous in the background, but he's completely oblivious to it. He is a complete rock, solid as a rock in terms of emotion. So, yeah, no, you're totally not fazed by any of the changes happening after the death has occurred, right? You're totally hurtful walking into this reading, but as progression happens, death occurs, which implies that some positive changes occur and makes it so that you are in a good place. The card underneath the King of Cups is the Two of Pentacles, sorry. Two of Pentacles is about juggling, sorry. I don't know why I keep mixing up shuffling and juggling. It's happened to me in so many readings so far. I don't know, it must be the French in me, but anyways, it's juggling. It's juggling. You're juggling two things. You're juggling between, and I'm going to say you're juggling between a passion, because that's the very next card. You're juggling between passion and your stability, your actual inner self and inner love stability. There must be something coming up for you with this card here. I'm going to pull more cards just because I'm very curious to know what's going on after this. So what's going on after the Ace of Wands, Libra? What's going on for Libra? Oh, not this deck. Sorry. No, not this deck. This deck. What's going on for the Libra after the Ace of Wands? What's going on with Libra after the Ace of Wands? Too many cards. What's going on for Libra after the Ace of Wands? Okay, a lot of cards. Eight of Wands, a lot of communications, and they're all focused in the one direction, so it's a lot of stuff going on. And, it's bright, colorful, energetic, tons of communication. So I'm going to just bring this down here. Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands. Then we have the Five of Cups. Then we have the Devil card. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. All right, so what I see from this Libra, it's a bit of a bad news situation. You think there's a new flame coming on board. There's a lot of communication going back and forth, fiery energy, and all of a sudden you feel left out in the cold again. You feel like someone dropped you. You feel like you're not going anywhere again. And then you feel bound again, bound to something or someone or some situation by the devil. And I think clearly you don't want to be there. So, and hence the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, which was the whole premise of this reading. which we tried to get rid of through this process of death and going on a new journey, but it looks like you kind of got back into the loop with something that really made you hurt again. And it got you back into some situations where you're tied up. So addictions of some kind, or overworking, or over-worrying, or overthinking about things. But regardless, and what I like about this is he's holding a puppet in his hand, like you're a puppet to a situation, right? But I think what's good about this after the fact is that you become the Page of Pentacles, where you kind of realize that all of this energy and effort and passion went nowhere. You need to really regroup and put your foot down, as this kid has done. And I would say the next step is to put the other foot down, have both feet on the ground, hold on to that pentacle and focus on something that's tangible for you, that's going to bring you somewhere that you can count on. Because all of this before is just air. Emotions and air. Stuff flying in the air, right? You just want to get rid of that. It was like a quick start, quick end scenario. All right, I don't know if this made any sense to you, but I'm not going to clarify any more on this. It's a little complicated and convoluted, but clearly there's a lot of probably what happened before, it's happening again, a looping circle kind of thing. So, but the way out is for you to just pull yourself out, ground yourself, focus on something else, something that's going to make you feel better. It probably will be something new, as in a day-to-day routine, learning something new, doing something new, like with your hands, your mind, your body, whatever. Doing some volunteering if you're not working, if you're going to school, maybe really focus on the project that you're supposed to be working on instead of fluffing it off. Just ground yourself and pay attention to the immediate needs for your body and soul to grow into more tangible things for your benefit. All right? So I'm going to pick a card from here. And yeah, this is the card of the couple at dinner. And one of them is kind of like the prey, and the other one is kind of like the food. The predator and the prey. So you have the big wolf and you have the rabbit. So it's kind of like, who are you in this scenario? Who are you in this scenario? I want you to ask yourself, who are you? You may be that wolf. You may also be that rabbit. I think the situation will be different for each individual, but somebody is taking advantage of someone, and someone is going to be gobbling up that other person. If this scenario keeps turning around in circles, that same person is going to become weaker and weaker, or the other person is going to become stronger and stronger. So you need to figure out who you are in this scenario. Animal card, the peacock. It's asking you to be confident, have a vision, be spiritual. Don't be too vain, however, because vanity doesn't get you anywhere. All right, I hope that makes sense. I don't really know where to tie this in with there, but it's just an extra message. And I'm going to pick a card here for simple message from Sonia Choquette's deck. Oh, and the card that came out is Reach Out, number 28. Reach out. So you may need to reach out to somebody for assistance as you're moseying through this. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a death. There's a kind of rebirth. There's another feeling of death here with the devil. there's like cycles starting and stopping, but maybe you need to reach out to somebody for help because, you know, a lot of these cycles that we repeat start from our childhood experiences that we have not dealt with. So maybe you need to go back within yourself and understand why are you repeating these cycles, because that's exactly what's going on here. There's a repeat cycle again. So reach out and get some help. Try to figure out why this is happening, these repeated cycles. And then the final oh my God, I can't talk. Outcome cards are the World, which is the ending of a situation. King of Pentacles, which is being comfortable. You're actually very comfortable financially. You don't need more than what you have. You're comfortable with what you have. The Tower, a massive change driven by the universe. The Star, which is a wishes coming true, or it could be associated with healing after the Tower happened. And we see this here, the Tower happening here. We've seen change happening here. We've seen you feeling comfortable. Anyways, I don't see any major losses here. And then we have the Magician. Again, Magician from here, manifesting. Looks like you're repeating the same stuff, or these are the same cards repeating again. Oh my God. Same crap in the after tarot. You need to reach out. I think that's the answer. You need to reach out. You need to identify who you are. Are you that predator or are you that prey? Stay confident. Be spiritual and do not be vain. I hope this resonated. I really don't know, but this was very strange as a reading. I've never had a reading this convoluted and like repetitive. One more thing I'm going to do for you. Oh yeah, two letters. The letter C and the letter R. So maybe these are initials, CR or RC, or company names, abbreviations, whatever, C and R, whatever that means to you. If you like the video, if you like this, you like my style, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the thumb button on the video, and if you want to see more, please subscribe, and please comment if you have any comments to share with me. I'd love to hear, please. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best, my dear Libra. Until next time, bye now.